If we were judging how highly regarded a dish should be based on pure happiness alone, then this would be the best pasta dish in the world. Controversial. Can you be nice to me, Mama? I'm so nervous.
Nandito ako ngayon sa bahay ni Marion, nag-try ng Filipino spaghetti.
What would you rate it out of 10?
So I feel like there's often a lot of emphasis on dishes that are particularly gourmet or things that might impress our friends. But you know what? Sometimes I just want to cook something that makes me happy. And this pasta dish is definitely one of those like really nostalgic dishes for me. Now shout out to all of my Filipino followers because this is Filipino spaghetti. But not just that though, I really feel like the flavor profile of this dish is kind of like every Asian kid's dream spaghetti. So this is the kind of pasta that my friend Vincenzo is definitely not going to like.
No!
In fact, I think that he'll probably hate this pasta more than he hated my Asian carbonara. And now that non-Italian ingredient, miso paste.
I can't believe it.
Now, one of the essential ingredients for Filipino spaghetti is banana ketchup. You may or may not have heard of banana ketchup, but it actually is a very popular sauce in the Philippines and was developed in the mid-20th century when there was a shortage of tomatoes. So they made, I guess, like a ketchup from bananas. Now let's open this up, and I think the main characteristic of this sauce is that it has that like tanginess of the tomato ketchup, but the definite sweetness that you get from bananas. You know, it doesn't smell particularly like banana. It's really not a condiment you want to eat like just by the spoonful, but I can see how this is going to be good because it's got that like sweet, fruity kind of vibe going on. I'm into it. I like it. Now the other interesting ingredient in Filipino spaghetti, and I say interesting because I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, it's hot dogs, and not just any hot dogs, it's canned hot dogs. Probably not my first choice for a meat in a pasta, but I'm gonna go with it. We have a Filipino neighbor actually, so we should see if she would like to try some later, maybe Dax.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I'm gonna brown off the hot dogs first. Add your oil into a hot pan, add in the sliced hot dogs, and then just let those guys sear in there, get a little brown on the edges. Then take a slotted spoon and transfer them out onto a plate. I want to leave the oil in there so that we've got kind of like hot dog flavored oil to start our pasta sauce with. That's probably something an Italian will never say. Add in some onion and a little salt. That salt will really help to draw out the moisture and make those onions nice and sweet. Make sure you give your onions like at least 5-6 minutes. Don't rush it. I want them to be really nice and soft. So when they've broken down and they look a little bit like this, then you can add in your garlic. Just sizzle that garlic for like a minute or so. Now add in your pork mince. Break that up and just keep kind of like stir frying it until it's evenly brown. Add the tomato paste and stir that through and let the tomato paste cook out for a couple of minutes. Put the sliced hot dogs back into the mix and now add in all your other ingredients. So you've got your banana ketchup, your pasta sauce, some chicken stock and some soy sauce. Stir all of that around. Oh my goodness, look at that color. It's so bright and red and amazing. Now turn the heat down low and let your sauce simmer and bubble away for around about 10 minutes so we get a really beautiful infusion of flavors. In the meantime, you can cook your spaghetti. You want some salted boiling water here. Add your spaghetti, cook it until it's just al dente, and then drain the spaghetti off. Pop it back into your warm pot and then add a few generous spoonfuls of your pasta sauce and just give that a really good mix. So each of those spaghetti strands are beautifully coated in that yummy sauce. Scoop out your spaghetti onto a plate, a very large plate in this case, and then dollop over more of your pasta sauce and top with grated cheese. I mean, this looks really great. Look at it, it's like cheesy and tomatoey and look at the color. I am very excited. So good, oh my goodness. Yes, it is a little sweet, but I'm not angry about it. I love it. It's like the pasta I used to eat in Thailand at, you know, Pizza Hut or something as a kid. So many good vibes going on. This is Wilma, who's from the Philippines and is my neighbour.
Yes.
So she's very kindly come and offered to try my Filipino spaghetti, which I'm actually very nervous about now.
Yes.
Can you be nice to me, Wilma? There you go. I'm going to run away so you can try it. Does it look like Filipino spaghetti?
The cheese supposed to be a bit more melted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
For next time.
It's the same taste.
What would you rate it out of 10?
10.
Whoa! You got a 10?
It's like I'm in the Philippines.